Good evening, everyone. I'll call our meeting to order here at 6 o'clock in council chambers. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Murphy.
Present.
Macias.
Present.
Razak.
Present.
Timian.
Present.
Finch.
Present.
McNeil.
Present.
Castro.
Present.
Schmidt.
Present.
We do,
You have to have a vote to allow Finch.
yes, that's what we're about to do.
Okay.
Thank you. We do have remote electronic attendance required or necessary tonight, so someone has that motion.
I would like to make a motion to approve the remote electronic attendance of Alderperson Jessica Finch at the Committee of the Whole and City Council meeting of November 19th, 2004, due to personal illness.
Is there a second?
Second.
Yes, Ms. Kostopoulos.
And Mayor, just as a reminder, Alderperson Finch does not vote on this.
Correct.
And, right.
Thank you so much.
So you don't have to call it.
Okay. That was motion by McNeil, seconded by Castro. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Timian.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
All right, that motion passes. We move to our first item, oath of office for promotion of engineer Justin Frederickson to lieutenant effective November 18th, 2024. Chief Reaganweather.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, council, or members of council. Tonight it's my privilege to announce the promotion of Justin Frederickson to the rank of lieutenant. Justin is a lifelong Moline resident and a 2001 graduate of Moline High School. He began his career of service after graduating from paramedic school in 2006, followed by being hired by the Moline Fire Department in 2010. Justin has consistently demonstrated his dedication to professional development, having successfully earned his bachelor's degree from Columbia Southern University, completing advanced fire officer training, and earning his certificate as an incident safety officer. It's also worth noting that Justin is a proud member of the Mavis 43 Technical Rescue Team, and Lieutenant Frederickson will be assigned to 2nd Battalion and serve as company officer on Engine 11. Justin is joined tonight by his wife Morgan, their children Brady, Piper, and Penelope, as well as his parents Bob and Nancy, and his brother Joey. I'd like to take the oath.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Justin Frederickson,
I, Justin Frederickson,
having been duly promoted
having been duly promoted
to the rank of lieutenant
to the rank of lieutenant
of the fire department for the city of Moline, Illinois,
of the fire department for the city of Moline, Illinois,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the state of Illinois,
and will strictly adhere to the laws of the state of Illinois
and will strictly adhere to the laws of the state of Illinois
and the city of Moline,
and the city of Moline,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of lieutenant of the fire department for the city of Moline, Illinois,
of lieutenant of the fire department for the city of Moline, Illinois,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
One's for you.
Thank you.
I take the pleasure of being Justin's lieutenant.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Margaret.
You get it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Photo op.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Badge? I think she got that. Your Honor, do you have any of the badges? I got them. Never mind. They're already way.
Ever so helpful. Ever so helpful.
Okay, our next item of business is one board reappointment, mayor's reappointment of Jody Fisk to the Metropolitan Airport Authority of Rock Island County for a full 5-year term to expire November 30th, 2029. Any questions? Hearing none, we move to our proclamation. And is Kirk here? There we go. Kirk, do you want to say anything before I make the proclamation?
I just want to thank the city council, the mayor, and the city for doing the proclamation and supporting the small businesses in the way you do. Small businesses are typically the foundation for the economy, and the downtown area in particular is kind of a indicator of what's happening in the rest of the city. There's people that are looking to make their home in a new city. A lot of times they will go downtown and see what is happening with the downtown, and that makes an impression on them. So we're proud to have so many small businesses and merchants in downtown Moline. We have over 100 services and people that provide goods and services downtown. We have about 3 dozen restaurants. We have a couple of dozen shops as well. But we have things like theaters and sound conservatory and other things that bring the downtown to life. So we're very fortunate to have a very strong downtown with a lot of small businesses. Some of the business owners are here for the proclamation. So I don't know if you want me to introduce them or if you want to do the proclamation.
Sure, please.
We have
Please do.
Kristen, who's here from Arlo and Elm, our newest shop downtown. She's been in the downtown already with Lily Layton Salon, but she's reconfigured her store, her salon, to sell retail as well. Rebecca is here from Sugar a la Mode. She's been downtown for, 3 years now? 2 years. And then Katie is here. She's with a business you might have heard of called Lago Marcinos. They've been downtown for 116 years. 4th generation, is that right? So, do we have any other small businesses here from downtown? So, thank you.
You're welcome. And the proclamation reads, whereas the holiday shopping season presents an important opportunity for consumers to support locally owned businesses, which helps strengthen our neighborhoods, keeps dollars circulating in the local economy, and promotes a sense of community. And whereas Small Business Saturday, established in 2010, serves as a reminder to consumers of the importance of supporting small businesses and the critical role they play in our economic growth and community development. And whereas 68 cents of every dollar spent at a small business in the United States stays in the local community, and every dollar spent at small businesses creates an additional 48 cents in local business activity as a result of employees and local businesses purchasing local goods and services. And whereas small businesses are a cornerstone of Moline's economy, generating income for thousands of individuals and contributing to the well-being of families across the community. And whereas by shopping small, we not only support the entrepreneurs who take the risks to create and sustain small businesses, but we also help sustain local economies, encourage job creation, and stimulate innovation. Now, therefore, I, Sangeeta Rayapati, Mayor of Moline, do hereby proclaim November 30th, 2024 as Small Business Saturday, and urge the residents of our community to support small businesses by shopping locally, dining at independently owned restaurants, and engaging with entrepreneurs who make our community a unique and thriving place to live, work, and play. Thank you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Marsky. And I have all of them here for you.
All right.
Did you want to take a picture with the?
I'd like to get a photo of you and merchants if we could. Yeah, that'd be great.
can do that. I'm sorry. Here's your black box. We're gonna come in this.
great holiday season.
Alright. Chief, is there any public comment this evening?
Ann Hernandez?
Oh, Barry, can you, or can someone move that back for them?
This is my son, Stephen.
Mhm.
My name is Ann Hernandez, and I have lived at the top of 48th Street Hill for the last 60 years. I am an avid walker and walk the hill just about every day. It really started deteriorating so badly that I had to stop. I am here to express my gratitude to the city of Moline. And I am very grateful to the late Pat O'Brien and his support that he gave me when I reached out to him. He gave me the hope that something would be done to the hill. I am also grateful to Dan McNeil, who continued his push forward with the project. Thank you, Dan. I watch the hard work of crews day in and day out. I would like to personally thank them also. It looks amazing. Again, I can't thank you all enough from myself and my neighbors. Please come if you have not seen it. Please come and see it. Also, the O'Brien Park looks awesome. Thank you so much, the city of Moline.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
Really, if you haven't driven by, it is gorgeous. And I heard also from your constituent Dennis Norling about how beautiful it is. So, thank you very much. Any further public comment?
That's it.
Okay, I don't believe there are any questions on the agenda. So we move to our committee of the whole agenda items. 9.1, an ordinance vacating a remnant of alley right-of-way west of 14th Street between 33rd Avenue and 34th Avenue Drive, running approximately 297.8 feet west from 14th Street and 16 feet wide, encompassing approximately 4,764.8 square feet, as platted in Block 2, Mack and Marshall subdivision, and recorded in Plat Book 4, page 58, recorded 1891. Mr. Vitas.
Good evening, Mayor, members of council. Staff is recommending approval of the sale of the adjoining right-of-way to Jace and Sarah Tweed of 3321 14th Street. And staff has reviewed the request and for the amount of $4,873.46 based upon the fair market value of the property, it would be conveyed to them, and they would be able then to expand their garage as well as their home. And there were no objectors from the adjoining property owners.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
Second. Motion to approve.
Thank you, Ms. Finch, we caught it before you. But we appreciate you being on top of it, as usual. Ms. Castro, motioned and seconded by Macias. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Oh, sorry, we have to roll call it, my fault. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes. 9.2, a resolution setting the annual meeting schedule for 2025 and authorizing city staff to do all things necessary to notify the media of the 2025 annual meeting schedule. Mr. Vitas.
Madam Mayor, members of council, we are recommending approval of the calendar as presented. It takes into consideration the existing process whereby we have alternating roundtables every other month, starting in February, and our regular council meetings as well, 2 per month, and then 3 with the roundtables in every even month, actually. It takes into consideration, of course, the budget schedule, takes into consideration the school schedule, which was problematic and became an issue last year. So we've addressed that, and then it shows the October 18th as an optional budget work session if necessary. And we're recommending approval of the calendars presented. as well as the calendar for all of our boards and commissions.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Schmidt, seconded by Razak. Discussion, Mr. Schmidt.
There was only one date. I just wanted to ask and make sure, because we have April 22nd as the meeting, and that is the Tuesday following Easter. And I just want to make sure we've realized we've set one there, and that we don't think that's going to be a staff problem as far as getting.
I think we'll be fine.
To us.
I mean, we're usually done with the agendas by Thursday, so
Yeah, that holiday
we'll
is the
release the
week
agenda
before.
on the 17th, as opposed to, of course, the Friday holiday will be closed. And the
Okay.
Clerk will so note.
Anything further? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias. Razak.
Thank you. 9.3, a resolution establishing the City of Moline's policy entitled Workplace Bullying Policy. Mr. Vitas?
Yes, I'd like to ask our HR manager, Brandon Tidwell, to come up as well, who was one of the authors of the policy itself, and explain the purpose behind and the need for such a policy in Moline.
Thank you, and good evening, council members. For those of you who have met, I'm relatively new to the city. I've been here about 8 months. One of the tasks that I've been assigned is to evaluate some of our policies and processes to determine what may need updating and to work towards making those updates. So through that process, what you have in front of you this evening is a completely new policy, which is for workplace bullying. We identified that there was a gap within our policies in regards to employee accountability for workplace behaviors. So we have a policy established specifically for workplace harassment under our workplace violence prevention policy, but the accountability that goes along with that is in accordance with law. And there's a very high threshold of who may be violating that policy based upon specifically a protected class. And so what this policy is meant to do is to make sure that we are being equitable in regards to holding employees accountable for appropriate workplace behaviors while continuing to have a workplace that's free from harassment, discrimination, and other inappropriate behaviors. So within your packet tonight is the full policy. It goes in and describes kind of the intention and the need for the policy, also outlines what is acceptable and kind of unacceptable behaviors, and then lastly talks about reporting procedures. So I'd encourage you, if you have any questions, to please let me know. I'd be happy to answer those for you at this time.
Do we have a motion on the floor? I don't think we do.
Motion to approve.
Second. Thank you. All right, motion by Timmy and seconded by Castro. Discussion, Mr. Timmy.
I have two questions. One is, upon approval, will we then have training for the whole staff? So that there's no ambiguity about this. Second question, is it standard operating procedure to terminate or to have a performance improvement plan, or what is the process on violation of these? Some of these are vague enough that I think someone's bad angry day could definitely, fall into some of these issues. So what is like the solution? How does that work typically?
Sure, great question, thank you. So first and foremost, when it comes to accountability for the policies, some of that will have to be negotiated by our bargaining groups. So there is specific discipline for specific bargaining units. So once this has been adopted, we'll have to go back and partner with them to determine the appropriate levels of accountability and discipline within those specific bargaining units. However, what I will say is the policy is written to make sure that there is opportunities for continued discussion. When we're talking about specifically workplace bullying, that is prolonged behavior. It's not really necessarily meant for one specific instance, so it accounts for people who may be having a bad day.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Any further questions from the council? Okay, hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
Right, that motion passes. 9.4, a resolution approving the second and final amendment to the fiscal year 2024 budget adopted by City Council on November 21st, 2023. Council Bill Resolution Number 1206-2023 to reflect various changes to line items more particularly described herein, and authorizing the Director of Finance to do all things necessary to complete said changes. turn it over to Ms. Barnes.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. In front of you are the second and final amendments for 2024. And before I go through it just a little bit, not a whole lot has changed since October when we last went through this. The amendments reflect council action taken by resolution, inflationary adjustments, staffing changes, updated CIP projects, and changes in capital equipment and vehicle costs. The December amendments also account for the final distribution and allocation of the city's ARPA funds that we talked about last week. And what that entails is transferring all of our remaining ARPA funding into the sewer fund to cover previous year's sewer projects that are ARPA compliant, and then turning around and transferring out all of those funds from sewer back into the appropriate projects that council had approved. The proposed amendments equate to a net increase in fund balances of $4,402,129 from the October 8th amendments, and that's primarily due to recognizing revenue that was previously recorded as unearned revenue in the ARPA fund. And staff seeks approval of the proposed amendments, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there a motion?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Macias, seconded by Razak. Discussion. I think we can't reiterate enough how thankful we are for you finding these solutions for us, and so we can really make use of the funds that have been given. If there's nothing further, roll call, please.
Alderperson Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
So there is no informational, correct?
Correct.
All right. And that means we can move to our public hearing as advertised, starting after 6:15. In fact, I hereby open this public hearing, 2020, I hereby open this 2025 budget hearing at 6:22 p.m. Ms. Barnes, please proceed.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Tonight, we are holding a public hearing on the 2025 budget totaling $165.2 million, and it is a balanced budget. Illinois state statute requires the city to conduct a public hearing to obtain taxpayer comments prior to the adoption of the budget, which is scheduled for December 3rd, 2024. The public hearing notice was published in the Dispatch Rock Island Argus newspaper on Sunday, November 10th, 2024. And the proposed budget document is available for public inspection on the city's website as well as in the finance office. Subsequent to this public hearing, City Council does reserve the right to revise, modify, alter, increase, or decrease items contained in the proposed budget ordinance without further hearing or notice. And as you all know, the budget process started way back in June of 24. So we've been into this over 6 months. And we held a strategic planning session, roundtable, CIP discussions. We adopted the CIP plan. We had many presentations from outside agencies come in. We had a fee review of all of our enterprise funds, and we reviewed our 10-year special capital improvement fund. And in October, we had an all-day Saturday budget work session where we went through all of the operating budget as well as reviewed the CIP projects. And in November, at the first part here, we had our final 2025 budget work session that was held on November the 12th. And now we're kind of wrapping it up with the public hearing, and we hope to adopt the budget by December the 3rd. The budget as presented maintains the city's strong financial foundation of healthy fund balances and cash reserves across all funds, conservative spending, and sound financial planning. It invests heavily in citywide infrastructure, primarily streets, water, and sanitary sewer, and it follows the plan that the council put in place with sustainable solutions. It also aligns with the council's strategic plan and the 3 pillars. The operating budget as presented funds all existing city services and authorized personnel. Of the $165.2 million budget, in excess of $51 million is for salaries and benefits. And the largest thing that makes up the changes from the previous year, it does fund 6 new firefighters for next year to service a third ambulance, effective January 1 of '25. It also includes police and fire pension of city contributions that are up almost 16%. And our health insurance is up about 7.2%. Citywide capital improvements are almost $60 million total in this budget. It funds all of our debt service and depreciation expense of over $15 million, about $58.3 million in operating expenses, which only has seen an increase of 1.54%. So it's a very conservative operating budget. And here are some of the highlights on the revenue. We've talked about this several different times. We are very fortunate that we have a very diversified revenue stream, and that helps stabilize the budget. Property taxes, which is the first line, only makes up less than 10% of the revenue stream. And in some communities, that's a much higher percentage. So we rely heavily on other sources of revenue to balance the budget. Out of our top 10 revenue streams, $84.6 million are made up of those 10 top revenue streams. And that's about 60% of our total revenues in the city. So again, very diversified revenues. This chart shows how new property taxes will be allocated for 2025. And for 2025, we are recommending increasing the levy by $496,225, or up about 3.4%, up to a total of $16,845,542. And the largest increase in taxes are going to fund our police and fire pension funds that are mandatory contributions. And that increase, like I said before, is almost 16% of an increase over last year. It makes up $602,000. In addition, we are allocating $200,000 to our new special CIP fund to help with CIP projects and downtown improvements. We are very fortunate that we've got substantial debt that is dropping off, almost $500,000 of debt this year, so property taxes are going down for debt service. And then we've got about a 3% increase going to both parks and the public library. I do want to point out that for SSA number 5, we did hold a truth and taxation public hearing on November the 4th, and that is because the proposed taxes for the SSA 5 are increasing more than 105%, and their board unanimously voted to do that. So going on with property taxes, our 2024 rate-setting EAV totals $981,878,926, and that's up about $74 million from last year, a little bit in excess of 8%. So we saw some really good growth this last year in the city. With that increase in the EAV, we project a decrease in the levy rate of about 8.5 cents, down from $1.80 down to $1.71. And even though the levy rate, like we said, is decreasing, taxes are still going up very modestly. On average, the increase for a $150,000 residential property is an increase in taxes of about 3.03%, or $1.75 a month. And the impact on an average commercial property, that would be $733,000 is about 2.27% or $7.75 a month. We also saw modest fee increases that were needed in all of our enterprise funds. And these fee increases help fill budget gaps due to ongoing increased operating and capital expenditures, and they are necessary to maintain the financial stability in each of our utility funds. And we anticipate that we will be reviewing fees on an annual basis going forward and trying to keep these things in check and making sure that those funds are always breaking even. And so you can see there that there's modest increases in the water fees of $2.27 a month. For the wastewater treatment plant, $3.65 a month. Stormwater fees, 13 cents a month. And sanitation fees, 76 cents a month. So when we look at taxes and those fees combined, on a monthly basis for 2025, the total impact to a residential home that is an average of $150,000 is $8.56 on a monthly basis, or annualized a little over $102 a year. And I should make a note too that the 3-year budget that the council was looking at does project declining increases for property taxes and fees over the next 3 years. On our expenditures, we have our top 3 areas of spending go towards CIP is number 1, our capital improvement plan. Number 2 is public safety, which is police and fire. And then 3 is all of our enterprise funds for a total budget of $165.2 million. A significant portion of our budget is designated towards the city's strategic plan. And for the years 25 through 26, we anticipate to spend in excess of $15.2 million for those strategic plans. And you can see those projects listed, and 2 of the bigger ones are the Quiet Zone, a city match for $2 million, and infrastructure to reduce flooding in the Eastgate TIF of about $2 million. I mentioned our special capital projects fund a little bit ago. The council reviewed the current 10-year plan, and it is in excess of $81 million. For 2025, it does fund $5.7 million of that 10-year plan. The proposed 10-year plan includes $21 million over the 10-year period towards new infrastructure and CIP projects, which averages between $1 and $3 million a year. The remaining $60 million in this fund will help to develop our riverfront, various quality of life projects for parks and library, building improvements primarily for a new central fire station that's coming up in 3 years. It also funds economic development projects to help support private-public partnerships. And this plan will have significant impact on our community for years to come. As I mentioned earlier, this 2025 budget does fund 6 new full-time firefighters to operate our 3rd ambulance service effective January 1. And our total CIP for 2025 will total almost $60 million. And you can see a list of the various categories listed below. But the key thing I want to point out is, again, that this council has been very aggressive on capital project spending and very lean and conservative on operating budgets. And the 2025 budget is comprised of 58 separate funds that are broken down into 8 categories. The primary fund is our general operating fund. which totals in excess of $52 million. And the total budget again, $165.2 million. And right now, the budget adoption is scheduled for December 3rd, 2024. And I'm happy to address any final questions the council may have.
Thank you very much, council members. I just need to see Ms. Finch again. We appreciate that review. Very comprehensive, Ms. Barnes. Any questions from council? All right. Is there any testimony from those in favor of the budget as presented? In the audience? No? Is there any testimony from those in opposition to the budget? Are there any other questions or statements? Hearing none, this budget hearing is closed at 6:36 p.m. Thank you very much. That brings us to calling the regular council meeting to order. Pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do you have an invocation, Mr. Timian?
I do not.
Okay, roll call, please.
Alderperson Murphy.
Present.
Macias.
Present.
Razak.
Present.
Timian.
Present.
Finch.
Present.
McNeil.
Present.
Castro.
Present.
Schmidt.
Present.
Your Honor, I request approval of Committee of the Whole, Council, and Executive Session meeting minutes of November 12, 2024, appointments made at Committee of the Whole on November 19, 2024, and consent agenda items 17.1 through 17.5 and 18.1 through 18.10 inclusively.
Motion to approve consent agenda.
Second.
Motion by Timian, seconded by Razak. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Non-consent agenda resolutions. Item number 20.1, a resolution approving and accepting proposed changes to prior contract language as agreed to by and between the negotiators for the City of Moline and the International Association of Firefighters, Local Number 581, relating to wages, hours of work, and certain other conditions of employment effective for the contract period of January 1, 2025 through December 31, 2027, and authorizing the mayor and city clerk to execute and attest to a labor agreement incorporating said changes with the International Association of Firefighters, Local Number 581, relating to wages, hours of work, and certain other conditions of employment effective for the contract period of January 1, 2025 through December 31, 2027.
Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion by Schmidt, seconded by Castro. Discussion. We're all up to speed, is the case, yes? All right, hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Item number 20.2, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a client services and fee agreement with USI Insurance Services LLC for brokerage services for liability, property, cyber, workers' compensation, and underground storage tank insurance for a period of 1 year commencing on December 1, 2024, and authorizing the Director of Human Resources to execute any and all documents in order to bind and accept coverage with Insurance Program Managers Group for liability, property, cyber, and workers' compensation insurance, and Ace American Insurance Company for underground storage tank insurance for a period of 1 year commencing on December 1, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion by Schmidt, seconded by Rozak. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Alderperson Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, that motion carries. Item number 20.3, a resolution approving the planned service proposal with Johnson Controls to provide total service and preventative maintenance of HVAC equipment in accordance with Johnson Controls Sourcewell Contract Number 070121-JHN for 5 years, starting January 1, 2025, and ending December 31, 2029.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Castro, seconded by Macias. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Alderperson Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays, and that motion carries. Item number 20.4, a resolution approving change order number 1 and final with Legacy Corporation for motor fuel tax, section number 22-00284-00-RP, 47th Street reconstruction for the amount of $29,515.49.
Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Razak. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Schmidt. Discussion? I just want to make sure we're on the record that we are done with this corporation and they're on our list.
I will confirm that here tonight.
Thank you. Anything further from the council? Hearing none, all in favor? Excuse me, roll call please.
Alderperson Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Nay.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
7 ayes, 1 nay, that motion carries. Non-consent agenda, first reading ordinances. Item number 21.1, an ordinance amending Chapter 3, Signs and Advertising of the Moline Code of Ordinances, Section 3-2105, signs allowed on private property with and without permits to provide for 5 temporary signs per lot.
Motion to advance to second reading.
Second. There's a motion by Schmidt, seconded by Castro. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Alderperson Timian.
Aye.
Finch.
Aye.
McNeil.
Aye.
Castro.
Aye.
Schmidt.
Aye.
Murphy.
Aye.
Macias.
Aye.
Razak.
Aye.
8 ayes, no nays. The motion to advance to second reading carries, and that's all I have this evening, Your Honor.
All right. Miscellaneous. Just wanted to note that I enjoyed stopping in at the Build Futures QC event at the Quad City Expo Center. It was all of our collaborators in the trades, and even Rock Island Police and Fire were there. But they were really just trying to expose high school students to hands-on activities in each one of the different trades. I saw quite a lot of young women there, which was really wonderful to see. And I know our council has been interested in what apprenticeships can do, so I wanted to share that that was a really well-done event by Craig DeVries and AJ. Why am I blanking on his last name? PJ. PJ Foley, not AJ.
PJ Foley.
Excuse me. Also had a really good conversation. As I mentioned last week, we're continuing to explore how we can impact those lanes in the early childcare and education space beyond what we've already done, whether it's affordability, access, funding, or other. There's a couple lanes there that can be addressed with other partners, and I had another good meeting today with United Way and John Deere, and we'll see what comes of that, but I'll keep you apprised of anything we need to do on our end. Ms. Murphy? Mr. Macias?
Yes, Your Honor. A lot going on this weekend all over the Quad Cities, the lighting of the Commons in the second ward downtown. Also, the Skelly gas station on 8th Street and, yeah, I think it's 8th Street and 5th Avenue is getting a national, beginning on the national registry, so they're gonna have a dedication this Saturday at 2 p.m. So stop by if you can. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot going on this weekend. So.
Mr. Razak?
No, thanks.
Mr. Timian?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Ms. Finch?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. McNeil?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Castro? Nothing, Your Honor. Mr. Schmidt?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Vitas has some good news.
So it's my turn. So I have some good news to share with the council, which I think will make your holidays brighter. And in conversations with our representatives from Lakeshore Recycling Systems LLC, Mr. Harp and I have been communicating the last couple days since Friday. And lo and behold, today in my inbox was the email I was waiting for. And the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency on November 18th approved the permit for the Rock Island County Moline Transfer Station to proceed to construction. So we expect that they will be wrapping up shortly their development plans with Leggett Architects and whomever they choose to be the general contractors for the project. But the project will proceed, maybe a little bit later than we had anticipated, but it will proceed. And once the project is completed, then it'll be up to the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency to review the project in the field to ensure that it was built to the standards that they expected. And subject to that, the final operating permit will be issued and they will become fully operational. So congrats to this council, even the previous council, and those who all worked on this project, both our corporation counsel, our consultant from Swalco, Walt Willis, as well as Ann Swick, who represented the staff during the hearings. So much to the chagrin to all of those who voted against Moline actually having a transfer station. Kudos to the city of Moline moving forward. And that's all I have.
Thank you very much. Any other staff? No? Okay, then, any further public comment, Chief? No? Then we do believe we have executive session.
Your Honor, I make a motion that the council convene an executive session for the purpose of discussion of pending, probable, or imminent litigation, -5 ILCS 120/2 C11.
Second.
All right, motion by Murphy, seconded by Timian. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Timian?
Aye.
Finch?
Aye.
McNeil?
Aye.
Castro?
Aye.
Schmidt?
Aye.
Murphy?
Aye.
Macias?
Aye.
Razak?
Aye.
All right, we're in closed session. Thank you, everyone.